Well, 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 well. Yeah. Let me get me up here. Can I do that? Let me get on the screen. Is that me? There we go. Y'all still got my workout shirt on? Yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together a little bit. Just a little bit. Whew. Good gracious. All right, y'all. I got my sidekick coming through. There she go.
Hi guys.
China down. What's happening, China?
Not much. What's going on?
It's Friday.
Yeah.
We're going to do what we do.
Yep.
We're going to put it down and hit it night, y'all. I saw you, Leela Abi. I saw what you said. I know I spelled it wrong. You know what? That was the first thing I saw when I hit enter. I was like, oh my goodness, dude. Another misspelled word. Woo. That's all right, though. Thank you, Leela Abi.
That's like every day. I mean, every live now, isn't it?
It happens. We're not in a judgment zone, okay?
Exactly.
It is. Janet Cross, happy Friday. Karen, happy Friday, Karen. Edith, yes, yes. Edith, what's going on? JBE, what's happening, champ? How you feeling? Fax 100 in the house. Elizabeth G in the building. Yeah, it's Friday night, y'all. Y'all know how it goes down. I got the crew coming through. You know, Alicia gonna be, what do they call that? Fashionably late.
Exactly.
It is. Woo! Val in here. Ah, yeah. What's up, Honeybee Lee? Rain and peace in the house. Yeah, what's up, Janet Cross? Audrey Adams. Karen in the house. Talk. I see you in there, China. Victoria. Victorialist. Woo! I was studying that word before I said it. Tanya, wish you woods in here. I see you, Linda. Listen, Linda, listen. Oh my goodness. Jennifer. Nicole Miller, is that you? Josie Furry, come on. What's up, Paul? Hey, Paul. What it do, champ? Paul do it all. Da-da. Kimberly Ortiz. What's up, Aquarian? How you doing? We got to talk to Aquarian again, man.
Yeah.
Well, she just set that thing on fire the other night. We got to get it in again, Aquarian. You know, so much more we want to ask you about. Just let me know when you're ready. La Haruna. Saved woman is in here. Money over the BS. What's up, champ? How you feeling? Kimberly Ortiz. Monkey C. Then you know what they do. What's up, Queen V? Nancy Franklin. Rosa Montalongo. I see you, Fax 100. Believe in Miracles 78. Queen LYS. What's up, Stingray? Andrea Davis. Z. I see you, Val. Blinders off in the building. What's up, Lady Virgo? Can we just, you know, yeah, yeah. Empathic Shar in the building. What's up, Lucy Barreto? Queen V in the building.
Hey
Max,
guys. Thanks for the compliments, guys. Aquarian says she's ready.
She ready to go.
Yep, she's ready.
She ready to go. You ready to go? Man, last time we got her in here, man, my phone would not stop ringing. Let me put my phone on private first, because goodness gracious, man. I was like, can I please run my show tonight? That thing would not stop. Max in the building. What's up, MJ? All right, we get it started then. I'm gonna put the link in there for you because I want to talk to you. I want to see what's good. I do. What's up, Carolina Breeze?
Thanks, Char.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, Rosa. Yes, indeed. We getting ready to go. CR in the building. Yeah. You right? All right, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so you can come on back here, talk to Teddy Bear, Sick Thumb. How you do? Yeah, and Angel, I see you. I see you. I see you. Uh-huh. Making waves in the house. Jay Marie. Everybody hit the like, okay? Y'all know the drill. Hit the like so it attracts the rest of the family to the tribe.
For sure.
Yes, it does. What's up, CT? Mm-hmm. Honey Man Music in the house. What's up, Sharon Barker? Here we go. I made it. Rain in peace. What's up, Jennifer? All right. What's up, Rocky in the building? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Got to get guys. We got to listen. We got to talk to my girl Aquarium for a few minutes up in here tonight because yeah, last week she came through and she just set the building on fire because excuse me, her and who was that? Who was the other one? They just didn't believe that the narc gets their karma, and I still had the heat on. We got up to 80 today, y'all. Let me turn this temperature down. Got up to 80 degrees up in here today, y'all. Good gracious.
While he's turning that heat down, I posted in the Facebook group that if you guys have any questions that you want me to ask Harry, or we're working on something where he wants you guys input and your questions. So I posted it in the group, and I'm now putting it out here so you guys can be a part of that as well.
There you go. We are making you a part of my interview.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to tell the story, and I want to know what everybody else wants to know.
Right.
See, I know what I want to tell you, but I don't want to just skip over what you really want to know. Ask the questions. Was I a woman beater? A bone breaker, a wrecking ball? I want to know all of the detailed questions that y'all want to know. How about that?
I know there was some very, very good ones in that Facebook group.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Yes, indeed, it was. It was.
Yeah.
Okay, here she go. Here she go, y'all. We're gonna try to do this one again. Because we got my girl Aquarian in the building. What's going on, Aquarian?
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
how are
I
you?
just, um, I feel like my feelings are very up and down. I feel like one minute I'm sad, the next minute I'm angry. I feel like I'm definitely in the grieving, mourning process, but I feel like certain people are triggering me
Hold up,
because,
hold up. Now,
hmm
I want you to give everybody, excuse me, a little bit of background on the story.
okay,
You tell everybody how you were, when you came into the group,
yeah,
came into the chat, okay,
okay,
how you was feeling, and
okay.
as time went along, just up to the other night or last week, how you were feeling, okay?
So I basically found your channel in 2022
Mm.
when everything was like pretty much ending between me and the narc. Um, I found out through a dream that he got a new supply pregnant. I didn't know anything about her because he was down in North Carolina, and through the dream, basically his sister confirmed that yeah, my brother might be having a baby. So I freaked out because I'm like, wait a minute, you've been speaking to me all this time on the phone, and you never told me anything about you possibly having a baby, and you asked me to go with you to Panama for vacation to see your family, and I'm finding out all of this craziness. Like, oh no! So I basically went through the whole, like, pretty much most of the pregnancy with him, with that girl. And her and I, we would be going back and forth on the phone. He would be telling her that he doesn't want to be with her and that he's gonna basically, I guess, help her with the baby, but he wants to be with me. But I was finding out like little tidbits here that he told me he wasn't having a baby shower for her, but something in my spirit told me go on Instagram, check Instagram. I saw a baby shower invitation. I saw a baby shower. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here? He wanted me to go to Miami with him for his birthday. I told him no because I said, you're involved with that girl. I don't know if you're sleeping with her. And I'm not trying to, have anything happen to her sexually if she sleeps with you and you sleep with me. Like, I'm not okay with that. So
Right.
he basically took her to Miami behind my back, told me he wasn't doing anything for his birthday. I checked her Instagram and then I saw that she said, thank you, so and so, for this drink. Mind you, she was pregnant.
Hmm.
And I saw she was smoking marijuana while she was pregnant. She was shaking her behind while she was pregnant. Everybody in New York, like, I can't even speak because it's just so crazy. Everybody in New York was shocked that that was the female that he got pregnant because everyone was like, oh my God, she looks like a lady of the night. She looks like she sells her body. Like, she looks like she's on something.
Mm.
And everyone was just saying, like, they pray that this is not his child. They pray because looking at her, you could just tell, like, she's just up to no good. And that was the case. I found out that they were doing drugs together. They were popping pills together. They were doing cocaine together. I don't know if it was before the pregnancy or after, or maybe even both. But push came to shove. She disrespected me. I disrespected her. And he got a DNA test. It was his baby. And I guess because my friends contacted him and told him to leave me alone because he's hurting me emotionally, I
Mm.
guess he got upset at the fact that they also mentioned that he's a snitch from New York. He didn't like the fact that they knew his personal business. So he started disrespecting me even more. And I guess that goes along with narcissists being shamed. They don't like being shamed. They don't like people telling them the truth. So he pretty much had the girl text me, and the girl texted me saying, oh, I told you he was the father of my baby, ho. Now you look stupid.
Ooh.
So
So, so
that
hold,
pissed me
hold
off.
a second. Slow down. Slow down. One thing, like I noticed about the video we did last week,
Hmm.
certain words we cannot say.
Oh, sorry.
Um, just we gotta use code words on some of
Okay,
these.
my apologies.
No problem, because they will strike me.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we gotta be careful with the language. I get where you're coming from, and I wanted to also interject.
Hmm.
One of the things that we all go through, guys, I want y'all, as you listen, recognize the way she told that story about how, the guy was, he's already with somebody else. The other woman is pregnant, but yet he's still over here in her ear telling her, it ain't like that. It's this chick is crazy. I'm just gonna go with this situation till she had this baby and we find out what's what. That's what happens to everybody. They're not going to just tell you this truth. They're never going to stand up and take accountability. It really is up to us, even though we're at a place where we're vulnerable because we don't know what's going on. All we know is it doesn't look good and we don't want this feeling to keep happening.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish us off, Aquarian.
Um, I would say he pretty much had her disrespect me, say whatever she said, and then me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at that point, once I got to the point of like, okay, she's disrespecting me and you're allowing it, and He said, "Oh, you text her," and I was like, "No, she texted me first." So I sent him a screenshot to show him, and he's like, "I don't care." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what is going on here? I'm giving you the truth, and it's still not enough." And pretty much, I went ham. That's what we say in New York. I went ham. So I disrespected them. I disrespected them to the point where I don't even think I recognized who I was anymore because I went severely under the belt. And I think this is what narcissists do. They pick at you. They pick at you until they make you look like you're the narcissist. And everyone was shocked by the things that I was saying, but I was so wrapped up in my anger, so wrapped up in my hurt that I just felt like, okay, I'm going to say what I need to say because you guys have me backed up in a corner and you're teaming up against me. So, things just went bad that point. And the next day he threatened me. And my friends were recording when he was threatening me. So I went to the police. I got an order of protection. But I guess when I left the situation, things started falling apart between them because I realized you really are the glue keeping them
Yeah.
together.
Come on.
Like,
Come
once
on.
you leave, that's it. Because I feel like she only wanted him because I wanted him. And once I didn't want him anymore, that was it. Because the sister was also telling me that I don't feel like this girl really wanted my brother. I feel like when she met my brother, she saw that he was depressed, he was sad, they were drinking and, doing other things together. But she would call him fat. She would tell him, like, she doesn't want him. But when she found out that he has money, that's when the light bulb switched off. And, oh, she could play the part of, being his girl and having the baby because he didn't want to have a baby with her. He actually asked her if she could, get the procedure done.
Mm.
And she said no. And I know for what I learned in North Carolina, they don't believe in that. And he bought her a plan B and she refused. Well, actually, not that she refused to take it. She said she forgot to take it. And I'm thinking, you don't forget to take a plan B. What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I feel like she just wanted a baby by him because of his skin color and because of his hair, because
Mhm.
she never really liked herself, but she played off like she did. So, push came to shove, I found your channel and I felt like I got stronger each and every week with each meeting and every video that I watched that you created and other content creators. But I feel like I was still struggling internally because even though I went no contact, I still felt like, I guess, someone who had taken a particular substance and now you're having withdrawals. So I was thinking, like, I'm so used to going back. I was with this person for 10 years. Am I doing the right thing? Like, he took my virginity. Like, we almost had a family together. Like, am I doing the right thing? But I feel like when I constantly came every week, you gave me the reassurance, and hearing other people's story gave me the reassurance, like, this is not healthy. These relationships are sent to your life to destroy you or to deter you from the path that you're meant to take.
Come
I
on.
truly feel like when I met him, he changed my life. And I'm not going to say it was for the better. It was,
Great.
yeah, like I feel like I was crying all the time after he took my virginity because I wasn't ready at 21. And I know that might sound crazy to some people, but yes, at 21, I was not ready. And I told him that. He was like, "Oh, I thought because you were 21, you would be ready." I felt like he got the chance to dictate what was supposed to be in my life or what wasn't supposed to be in my life because he just felt like he was the leader. He felt like he was the master. But how could you be the leader or the master when you can't even control yourself?
Aquarian, I want to touch on your feelings. You said your emotions are up and down. You're sad. You're angry. That's a part of the healing process. And I think at this point, you're like, because at first you were like angry to the point where you wanted revenge and you wanted to see bad things. But now the hurt and the anger that you feel now is a healthy anger, a healthy hurt, where you to the point where you're healing because you feel sorry for this person who did this dirt to you, who did all these things to you, and you still find that empathy that that person couldn't find for you when they left you in the situation that they left you in. And then they continue to abuse you once the relationship is over like you said, because all they do is antagonize people to the point where you either hurt them or hurt yourself.
Mm.
Yes. Um, you know what? I find it challenging because now that he's gone, I feel like I'm going through every year that I was with him mentally, like all the bad things when I was like hurting myself physically and just trying to gain some type of sanity. And I feel like, should I feel sorry for this person? Like, I looked at so many videos yesterday on like when a narc passes away, and they actually say like it's a difficult process because you're not grieving in a normal way because this person wasn't normal. So it's like I want to be angry with him. I want to stay angry with him, but then again, I feel sad for his soul because I just it's complicating. I don't even know how to explain it. Like I feel like also I'm still upset about the whole baby situation. Today I went to my Facebook and I actually saw my block list and I forgot that I blocked him on two accounts. So one of the accounts I saw that he changed it to the picture of him and the baby. I didn't really see the baby clearly, but I was still triggered by that because I'm like, oh, this is a reminder of like, I'm just, oh God, just talking about it. I don't know if I forgive this person for the trauma that I went through. I'm sorry. I know he's gone, but I'm angry. I'm angry. Why did I have to go through this? I know I put myself through this. I was a willing participant,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like, I'm angry. I'm angry.
So I'm just happy to see you at that place where you recognize, because it's so easy to start pointing your finger when you're angry, and you're going to stay angry if you don't acknowledge your part in it.
Exactly.
Because again, like you said, he was doing what he was doing, and you had the control, you had the opportunity to say, I'm out, dude. But you listen to the emotions that you were feeling that said, hold it. It's a whole lot of things in here that are unanswered. A
Yeah.
lot of questions here that haven't been answered. And that's what holds us in place for so long.
Hmm.
And we're still looking for answers. It's like, whoa, hold it. Didn't you feel what I felt? Was this real? It had to be real. And then you start questioning your sanity. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Were we just here? Were we a couple? Were you telling me you love me and doing things that made it look like you love me? So we go through all of that. But again, while we're going through it, you got to understand that happiness really is a flawless walk. And I'm saying that because when you're really happy and somebody's really happy with you, that thing is seamless. It is seamless, guys. Yeah, so what? They don't have the manners that I wish they had, but this person really loves me. They really care about me. They don't cheat. They're not lying to me. The things that really matter. That stuff right there, it will mesh. It will match up. It will make sense. It will make sense every time when it's the right situation. It will make sense, guys. When it's wrong, you're in it and you see the good, but it's always gonna have some little issue in there that is pulling you a certain way, and you're trying to figure out everything. You're trying to figure out, like, you know what is that, babe? We keep kind of bumping heads, and you know and you're just trying to get back to the happy place all the time, and you never can seem to get there with that person again. It's like you chasing a ghost. You can never seem to get back to that place where we were feeling each other and everything. It looked like We were good. It seemed like everything was going to be fine, and it wasn't. It didn't come back together. And then you just have this, the rest of your relationship is this long story about how they just took you right to hell and dragged you in that fire. And when you look at it, you went right to hell with them and participated in your demise.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think what's getting me now is the person that would usually give me information on how he's doing. The person told me that 7 days before he passed away, they had a conversation, and the ex-narc actually let him know, like, he loves his son, but he regrets, I guess, having a baby by that girl. And he said that he wishes he got his life together so him and I could be together. And I'm hearing every conversation he had with this person, it would 90% be about me. And like, he would always talk about me with other people, how he misses me and he wished he did the right thing so we could be together. So I don't know. It's pretty sad to hear that because obviously he's gone, and I don't know what to make of that. I really don't know because, from what people tell me, narcissists can't love. So if narcissist can't love and he's saying to everybody that he loved me and he misses me, it's like a mind game. Like I don't understand. I don't know.
Well, just listening to that, first of all, yeah, we hear a lot of rumors that no, they can't love, they don't this, they don't that. Really, really. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Just not the way we do.
Right.
You loved him for who he was, what he wasn't. What you really loved him for what you thought he could be.
Right.
Okay, when you tell the truth about it, you love what you thought he could be. When you laid next to him, you imagine when y'all didn't lay next to each other, when you were after you got off the phone, with the times where you were cultivating this relationship in your mind, you grew in love with what you thought he would become and what you thought and what he was saying he was going to be to you. He grew in love with this person that doesn't have a clue of what I'm going to do to her. He grew in love with somebody who's not going to judge him, not going to judge him because you don't know him. He grew in love with the way you
Yes.
makes him look like he is solid. And so many of us don't see it. We don't get it. When they are with you, you make them look like they are solid. They look solid. They look like relationship material. They look solid. And that's what they're in love with. They get to look like there's something other than what they feel like. So, yes, they do love, just
Yeah.
not what you do.
And love is platonic. And that's why they can tell you they love you because you can tell that to anybody. The question is, can they fall in love? And they only fall in love with themselves.
Come on.
They fall in love with what you do for them. If
There
you ever ask them, what is it about me that you love? They always name surface level stuff. They can never dig deep down inside and see who you really are and tell you that's what they love about you. But
Ooh,
they love. Oh yeah, they do. They just love what you do. They love you. They love the neighbor. They love the cashier. They love everybody, but they are in love with themselves. And that's why they're selfish. And everything that they do is about them. It's not about us. It's what you can do for me.
that's it. That's it.
So it's interesting you guys are saying this because this drives a point in my mind. I feel like his death, unfortunately and selfishly, and without him realizing, it was another way to gain supply in a sense, attention, because now it's like everybody's like, oh, RIP, blah blah blah, typical. And
Hmm.
I'm thinking if he was alive to see the amount of attention he was getting, oh, this would be the most greatest supply for him of all. Like they crave the attention, they love the empathy and the sympathy from people. So I mean, I guess this is why some people fake their passings, because
People have done that.
they want to garner the attention, but my story is actually a little bit more deeper than what I've been telling you guys. So I've been in a relationship for the past year, and oh Lord Jesus, I didn't want to say anything,
Go ahead.
but he actually, Lord,
Go
Jesus.
ahead. Tell the truth. Shame the devil too.
Oh Lord, I feel like this is one of the parts that makes your show so successful because the people that come on here, you just don't know what they're gonna say. Um, so he knows my partner. They've known each other for 20 years, and I don't know how he found out that we were in a relationship. I don't know who told him because I didn't really say anything to anybody on his end, but he found out in December and he completely went off. I think it was November actually. He texted me crazy text messages. Um, he was basically obviously disrespecting me, and it, it just went bad. And I heard that 8 guys were on the phone arguing over me, basically defending me, saying like, you can't judge her, like she was in a place where she was sad, this person was here, he was supporting her, and they end up falling in love with each other, like you can't help that. But he was like, no, she's mine, like he's messed up. And then I'm hearing that his brother told him, in 2 years, you're not even going to be thinking about this anymore. And then he yelled on the phone and said, I'm going to be thinking about this forever. Like, I just, oh God, like, it's just bad. And I heard he was crying. So I asked, I was like, was he crying the way I was crying in 2022 when I found out that he was having a baby with that girl? And they said no. The way he was crying, it's like he lost his possession. The way you were crying, it was out of pain and out of hurt.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what me and China were just saying. The way he loved you, it was totally geared towards something else. He
Yeah.
was looking at a possession. He wasn't looking at this person's soul, this person for who she truly is. It was all about him.
Yeah.
It
His
never was, it was never about what, you know, you felt and what you thought the two of you would end up being one day. This situation with him, he's just like, hey, hold up. How you gonna do a me on me? Like,
Yeah. But I wasn't even looking to seek revenge when I got involved with my boyfriend. And my boyfriend is such a different person than the narc. He's so calm. And over the years when I used to, see my boyfriend, I didn't even know he was gonna be my boyfriend. He would be talking bad about my boyfriend. And I'm like, why are you talking bad about him? He's like, oh, because he can have the potential to do this and do that, but he doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to listen. If he just listens to me. And I'm thinking, why do you want to control everyone, But even now, my boyfriend hasn't talked about his passing. He was like, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to bring it up. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm comfortable with that because I don't want to speak to you out of everybody about it. I just don't. Like,
hmm.
so I
You
don't bring
know,
it up with my boyfriend at all.
So tell me this. You are seeing somebody else. You've been dating somebody for about a year.
Hmm.
You just said love.
Yeah.
If you are really in love with somebody new, how
Hmm.
are you still feeling some type of way about your past?
You
How's
know, that
this gonna work?
that's interesting. So I'm not going to lie. It's been a struggle. And the only reason why I feel like I've bought in up my narc my ex narc to my boyfriend is the simple fact that every time he would text me from different numbers, I'm like, you see, he keeps texting me and I keep telling you and you're not believing me. And he's like, because when I speak to him, he's telling me that he's not reaching out to you. I'm like, you're really gonna believe a liar? Like, I feel like throughout last year, he was contacting me so many times that I was just going insane. I kept telling people, you see, he sent me a text message today. Like, oh my God, he said this, he said that. It was just like, oh my gosh, like, wait a minute. I'm no contact, but it's like I'm still talking to this person. Like,
There you go. There you go. And this is what I'm saying. I'm like, and guys, I want everybody to just really channel in on what we're talking about here, because this is all of us.
Yeah.
We don't want to be alone. She didn't want to be alone. She's like, she already dealing with these feelings because he's already out there with somebody. So you already feel those feelings that, okay, that's a jealousy feeling, like, wow, went out here and went to somebody else. So you got to deal with that. And then you got to start all over again. So,
Yeah.
you're looking and you like, look, wow, how am I going to get out of this? This feels terrible, but I want to get out of it. And somebody comes along and they talking right. And you just like, hey, all right,
But I
see.
need to interrupt you though. I didn't start off dating him automatically. I actually started dating this Chinese Polish cop from New Jersey.
Mhm.
And, things were going well. And then all of a sudden, like, we got intimate. He wanted to do it without protection. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, like he said, he feels like I'm the one. So I'm like, okay, this is great. Like, I finally am getting my happy story. Mind you, I didn't realize this person's birthday was the day after the Narc the same year. I'm like, what is like you can't make this
Well,
up. I'm like,
reminders.
I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is a sign or maybe it's not a sign. Let me not read into it. So he asked me, he's like, if you were to get pregnant, would you keep it? And I said, yeah, I would. Like, hello, like, what are you asking me? And he was like, well, okay, so I'm basically done because you and I are not even in a full blown relationship. We're just exclusive. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait, what? Like, I was like, I don't understand this exclusive talk you're talking about. I thought we were just, obviously dealing with each other. We're involved. You want to introduce me to your mother. That's what you said. And he was like, oh no, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's going to keep a child and they're not even like full blown together. I'm like, this is insane. Like, I was pleading, I was begging. I'm like, please, like, let's just talk about it. Let's make things work. And then he was basically done. He was like, I just got divorced. I don't want to da 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 da. And I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, I just went through one heartbreak months ago with the ex narc. Now I'm going to this crazy thing. Like, what is going on?
There you go. But you know what? In all honesty, that's the typical route that we all take. I'm really just saying this to say, hey, you don't have to make the mistakes that we all made, but actually, we may have to make some of those mistakes.
Yeah.
But you want to make the mistakes and keep them at a minimum.
Yeah.
You go out here dating, don't do anything that's going to cause permanent damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a child with the first person that you dealt with after the narc. That's never a good thing, because usually the first person you deal with after a bad relationship is the rebound.
Yep.
Usually that first person is the rebound. And then
Yep.
you back away from the situation and you like, okay, all right, I see where I went wrong in that one. And, okay. But the main thing that you got to take away from that rebound relationship is seeing if you really are listening to your inner voice yet. How long did it take me to ask this situation out? Or did I just stick around? Am I going to just hold this up for a year or two just because? Because at some point, you do have to become that person that is able to make the decision to say, whoa, 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 you know what? This ain't going nowhere for real, for real. And if it is, then I'm still going to exit because something inside of me is saying, this ain't the one. And I'm going to listen to that voice this time instead of just saying, okay, well, maybe you never know. Because we will hold a relationship up and just stick with it, hang in there. And before you know it, you've sat around for 5 years with somebody
Yeah.
that you're not going to be with.
Yeah. And that's why I
What
that's
you
why I'm sorry. That's why I wanted to say I've always said in previous videos that it's not even, you may possibly get hurt again, but if you don't heal, you can hurt that person. That person could be a good person. And by the looks of it, you're not even over this person and you sitting in a whole nother relationship, grieving somebody you said dogged you out, did you wrong,
Mhm.
and you're still grieving, but you're with someone else. How
It
fair is that to that person? And that lets you know that you have not healed, and you should not be in that relationship because somebody is going to get hurt. And another thing I wanted to mention too is, like Harry said, I liked when he asked you, "How you grieving somebody else?" I'm confused on how you're grieving somebody else, because I know that we don't like no one to lose their life, but I'm not grieving over nobody who didn't grieve over me when they did what they did,
I
and
think
that's
this
just
is
that.
why, sorry to interrupt. I think this is why it's complex. And that's why yesterday I had to look up a video. Well, I looked up several videos from Dr. Ramani, from that other doctor who I think he is a diagnosed narc from like Europe or something. They actually said it's a very complex situation to
Mhm.
grieve a narc because it's like this person was seen somewhat like your enemy, but at the same time you loved your enemy. They hurt you, but like it doesn't make sense that you're grieving someone who hurt you. It's like you're grieving the past, the present, and the future that you could have had that didn't happen. So it's like I don't know. I don't know how to make sense of this, but to me it makes sense that I'm grieving this person because I was with this person for 10 years. I invested myself in this person. Like despite the hurt and the pain, there is a part of me that still remembers like okay there were good times even though they weren't majority of the relationship. Like I just think it's complex. Like to me it's normal. Why wouldn't I be grieving this person? And I don't even think I'm grieving this person. I think I'm grieving the whole experience. Like I feel like I lost a part of me being involved with this person. I lost my innocence. I lost who I could have been if I wasn't with this person. Like I feel like he stole from me and he stole things that I won't ever get back. Like I have to rebuild the pieces.
You
Wow.
know what?
That
I
was
totally understand that, but here is where I'm saying healing is important. Because if you heal and you becoming indifferent, indifference won't let you grieve a stranger. That's what I'm saying. So if you became indifferent to that person becomes a stranger to you, and whatever happens in their life has nothing to do with you. You wouldn't be grieving somebody that you don't have any feelings for. You seriously need to heal. I've been watching you in this chat for almost 2 years, and I really, really do not want to see you hurt like this again. I beg you to take the time to heal.
question. You know
Mhm.
something, China, I just thought about, and I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. How would we feel if we found out that the narc we dealt with passed? Would there be grief?
No.
And me thinking about, for me, I think that there would be some level of grief, just because. And the way I feel about this is that I truly feel that true love never dies, y'all. We have to learn how to love that person from a distance. That's just my thought. Now, I'm not going to say what it is for everybody. I'm saying what it is for me. But I think that you learn to love that person from a distance because that person is always, they're going to have some of that residue on you just throughout your life. And you learn how to love that person, but love them over there. Like, nah, you're not going to get to talk to me. You're not getting to invade my space again. However, again, I don't want to see you not here. I don't want to see that person unalived. I don't want to see that person have to go through that and, her family got to deal with that and stuff like that. I don't want to see that. So I think that, there would, but let me say this too. It may be a level of grief, but not on a level where I'm crying like I miss you or something like that. No, no, there would be a feeling of empathy. Not maybe that would be it. It may just be a feeling of empathy, like, okay, I can empathize with the situation because the person has passed, and actually I'm not hurting from that situation anymore. So I don't even care. It's like I'm not harvesting any hard feelings because
Yeah.
it's over, it's done, and I just don't feel anything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
I guess
I'm
it's
sorry to I'm sorry to interrupt. I need to say something. When I first heard the narc pass, people would ask me how I felt, and I said, I feel nothing. So at the beginning, I wasn't feeling anything. And my best friend was like, You're gonna feel something. And I was like, No, I'm not, because I'm done with him. I grieved him in 2022 when I went no contact. And then when I came home from working, I sat down in my room. It was during the weekend. And then all of a sudden, these emotions just came over and I started crying. So I'm not gonna play like I'm some hard chick or whatever. Like, I have feelings, I just sat there. I'm like, dang, like this guy wasted his life away. And I think I cried for the way that he passed. Like, he didn't have to pass away like that, like you have a child that's not even 2 years old. Like, I think that's why I was crying. I wasn't crying for the narc as in, oh, I'm gonna miss him. No, I'm crying because you really destroyed your life. You left at 35, and what did you accomplish? What could we say that was profound about what you've done on this earth other than having a child? Like, we can't say anything.
that's a minister's hardest sermon right there, when has to speak over a body and he ain't got nothing to say about the person. Like, well, what did he do? What she? Who was she? Or, you know, they just like, man, did you have any accomplishments? That were positive. Okay, you left a son here. Okay, what else we got? You can't. That's going to just be a short sermon. We got a cluster of friends and family, and it's 8 people in that camp. So yeah, I guess I can kind of understand where that goes, where you feeling like, hey, you know what? I felt some type of way. I think that my biggest thing was, you know, nah, because you still was saying how, you still looking. The other woman is reaching out, so that's kind of bringing you into the situation, and you like, look, I got another situation. You know what I mean? So most of the time, you pull yourself out of that. You like, look, no, I'm good. I went through that. I felt for you, but now, life is different. I got somebody else. I got somebody new. I'm happy, dude. I ain't checking for you. That's one thing that we look for, and that's the reason why we think the narc is happy, because we judge it on ourselves. Because we're like, hey, if I'm with somebody and I'm happy, man, I'm not checking for you. I'm not checking your page. I'm not checking your phone. Not checking no messages to see if you reached out to me through email or whatever. Carrier pigeon. I don't care how you try to reach out, but I'm not checking. I'm not checking none of that, because you're not getting over that person while you're checking for them.
Exactly.
And honestly, you when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to heal from this, you know, but and again, we make mistakes, and I'm not saying that this is a mistake. I can't say that it's a mistake. You never know. You might be dating your future husband. You never know.
For
You
sure.
never know what it'll turn out into. Because right now you just in it, and you're pushing for the best. You're looking to get the best out of it and do the best that you can do with it. But it makes me questioning. It makes me question it because, again, when you're really happy somewhere, you cut that stuff off. And that's what we thought about the narc. You thought that when he went and started dealing with that other girl, you were thinking he must be happy. But he kept reaching out though. He kept reaching back for you. So you like, well, maybe he isn't. And now it's like, well, how do I feel? I got a bunch of mixed emotions. And you got some mixed emotions because you got that pot stirring.
Mhm.
I
She got
mean, I
stirring.
mean, I know the situation. I mean, I know people enjoyed hearing the situation because I learned from this whole experience that men like to gossip. I didn't think that I was gonna be the talk of the town and that, these people were gonna be like spreading rumors or whatever. But I need people to understand I love my partner. He's different than the ex narc. He's actually very calm. If I'm sad about something or upset, he actually has conversations with me. He wants to know like how we can resolve the problem. We laugh together, we smile together, we actually feel love. We hug each other, like we communicate. And that's what I love about our relationship. And I feel like with the narc, it was just chaos. With this relationship, there's no chaos. But someone actually had me realize they said that they think that I'm scared of my partner because he's so healthy emotionally and I'm not used to healthy. They feel like I'm attracted to chaos. So I tend to run back to the chaos? So
Man,
maybe it is true, but I can say that I was no contact. I blocked my narc from everything. So I'm not really understanding how I was feeding into the narc because I feel like you guys are telling me that I was feeding into him while I was in a
going on what
relationship.
you're saying though. I'm just going on what you're saying. You saying when you cut him off, you didn't speak when he tried to reach out. You never
Yeah, I
saw.
didn't speak to him. I didn't speak to him at all. The last time I spoke to my narc was September 3rd of 2022. So, that
Okay.
was the last time, but he kept contacting me from different phone numbers. He contacted me via Google Duo. He found me on TikTok. I mean, he was having people, the flying monkeys, reach out to me. His sister created a new account on TikTok and started looking at like, it was just, I think maybe me talking about it was feeding into it.
You know
Mm,
what? I want to speak on that when you said we got to have empathy. I disagree because that's like saying God has to have empathy for the devil. Isn't that what we dealt with? You know what I'm saying? It's not like these people are normal people. So I'm not having empathy for someone like that because everything they does is intentional. And if you grieve over somebody like that, I'm not putting you down or whatever, but I think that, and then by what you said was you love your friend and you love your partner and he's good to you, but at the same time you're dumping your trash from your previous relationship on this person, and that's
No, I
not
don't.
fair. Y'all shouldn't be
I
talking
don't
about. Go ahead.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
dump my trash on him at all, actually. Like I realized when I was talking about him, he was uncomfortable with it like from the beginning. So I eventually like I stopped talking about him. So I don't bring up that person. I don't bring up my ex narc to my relationship because it doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make him feel good. And that's why we haven't spoke about his passing at this moment. I don't talk to my boyfriend about him passing at all. He already like pre-warns me. He's like, let's not talk about it. I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. Because I don't think I would feel comfortable speaking to him about this particular individual passing. If I need to talk about my ex narc, I talk about it to the person that gave me information about him doing, the stuff he was doing. But other than that, I don't talk to, my partner about that at all. Like, we don't speak about him. We don't. Because we don't have time to speak about him. I work 7 days a week. I'm a special education teacher and I work at a beauty supply store that I used to work at when I was 16. I really don't have the time to indulge in the nonsense. That person, he actually defends me and tells the other people that like to talk about me that this girl doesn't even have time for herself. She's working because the narc was also telling people that I was doing magic on him and the new supply, which isn't even true. Like, I'm busy trying to make my coins. I don't have time to focus on people who are lounging around. So
Right.
Mm.
I'm learning, and I've learned that speaking upon destructive people can have damage on your relationship. And that's why I don't do that with my boyfriend. My boyfriend does not like to talk about
Yeah.
people too. He's like, up, this is enough. Let's change the topic. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. I think that's a good thing, though. I mean, if you and your new relationship, y'all at some point y'all got to talk about everything, so everything's going
Uh,
on the table.
but when does that happen though? Because I don't want to trigger anything. That's the
I'm
thing.
saying that's totally up to you guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, but I'm just saying that at some point, because the other person is no longer here.
Correct.
So it's not like it's an argument or anything like that. It's just like, hey, we got everything out in the open. We talked about it. It's a wrap. And it's nothing else. And really, it's nothing else to even go to because y'all you the situation with him, it's final at this point.
Yeah.
It has finality, so it's not a situation where we got to say, okay, well, what about this now? Because now I got to talk to him, or I got to see this, or I got to see that. I really wanted to bring you on because I wanted to know, what you're feeling, what your feelings are. And I think a lot of people wanted to know what they're
Yeah.
feeling. And I'm just gauging what you're saying on what any of us would have felt after seeing something like that. So
Yeah.
it's not just your story per se, it's really a blanket statement for all of us. Like, what do we think we would feel?
I have a question. So I have different people telling me different things. And there's this one individual that she just literally texted me. I see her text messages and she's like, "Oh, I think the first stage of grief is saying his name and not calling him anything else but his name." And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't feel like saying his name. She said, "Well, he passed away, so I think out of respect for him, it's okay to say his name because he's no longer here." But in my mind, I'm thinking I don't want to say his name. I don't want to. So I'm not going to say his name. And I don't know how to text her and tell her because she's another person she has her own issues. She gets very angry when you don't agree with her on something. So I just feel like I don't have the time to indulge in her nonsense. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to feed into having an argument with someone because they assume that they're right. If I don't want to say his name, I don't want to say his name because he triggers me. Like he triggered me, I should say. He's no longer here.
Saying that
So
name is a trigger. And
thank you.
you're right. I think you're right because I haven't said my ex's name in maybe 5 or 6 years, at least 5 years at this point.
Mm.
I have not said it. You
You know
know,
what?
it helps. It honestly, it helps the whole process. It helped me out of that process. Just not even mentioning that name. You have X'd that person out of your life.
But you know what? I don't have that luxury because my son has his whole name. And I have
Mm.
to say that name, and it's never a trigger for me because I that person is completely non-existent to me. And I don't care what happens to him in his life. Why should I care? He don't care. They live in a life that they want to live. And that's destroying other people and destroying themselves. Like I said, these people are, I can't say this word on here, but the S word bombers, and they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
well, they're gonna destroy themselves and take anybody with them. We are casualties of war with these people. These people are at war with themselves. So what make us
Yeah.
think that they are not at war with us? They're always in a competition with us, always competing to be better than us in everything except for the relationship.
Except for out, they'll a narc will outdo you on anything except for something that's positive.
Exactly.
Anything that's negative, though, they are going to run circles around you, absolute circles around you. So yeah, that's just one of those things, guys. We gotta we just got to live through. Hey, hey Aquarian, I thank you for coming through, sharing your feelings with us, and I think that for all of us, it helps us to it may give us at least a glimpse into how we would feel if we had to wear those shoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think everybody would just, you don't know what you would feel because there are a lot of mixed emotions. You got, like, of course you got have anger toward the person, but there's so much that's unanswered.
Yeah.
There's so much that was unanswered that they left you hanging with. And we know that we got to give ourselves that closure,
Yeah.
every time.
Because
But
your closure is now in that grave that he dug for you and that he ended up falling in. And
Lord,
and,
that was
and
deep.
huh?
I said that was deep.
Yeah,
yeah,
and so now that chapter is closed. Now you have to start a new chapter in your life and you have to give yourself closure. I learned that a long time ago. Nothing closes unless we close it because these people don't plan on closing that because they want to spin the block. And when
that's
they
it.
spin that block and
Yeah,
you have that closure, you no longer live on that block, you live on the next street. Give
there you
yourself
go.
that closure.
There you go. You have
You're
to give
right.
yourself that closure, and you have to just make your mind up that whatever they're doing, that's their business.
Yep.
It's nothing to do with me. It's none of my business. Okay, we just on this planet together, and that's it. I don't know you, you don't know me, and that's how we keep it.
Yeah.
It's nothing else to say. Hey,
So I just want to thank you for having me on the show and always being supportive,
absolutely.
despite my story being crazy. And
Girl.
Listen, that story is not as crazy as you think. I promise.
well, but I also wanted to mention this. I feel like no contact was so powerful that it drove him insane to the point of this. Like, I didn't believe when you said no contact is the weapon. I'm thinking, man, what is this guy talking about? Like, no contact is really detrimental to these narcissists. Like, they go crazy if you are consistent with it. Like, I didn't think this was gonna happen, and now he's left the earth with the regrets that he has in reference to me still quote unquote loving me however he loved me. And it's sad to know somebody passed like that. So
Yeah.
no contact is it. Like no contact forever. And I meant it and it's really forever. So
Y'all hear that, family? Y'all hear that? No not some contact, not minimum contact. No contact
Yeah.
is their kryptonite. They cannot listen. When you go no contact, they can't even function in their next relationship.
No.
So many of us don't really get it. We don't. We thinking that, and people will cheat. We will cheat. No contact. We will say we no contact, but we still, will respond to that message. We still look to see what they're doing. No contact is no contact. When you find yourself looking, that's contact. And when they see you looking, it builds their confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't over me. Yeah, you still stuck right there where I left you. Yeah, I'll be back when I feel like it. When I feel, and I'm telling y'all, man, you don't want to be you don't want to be the person that they keep coming back to. That
Facts.
is the worst position you could ever have with a narc in your life, being the person they always come back to. Because what that says is, I haven't healed. I haven't healed on any level because this person still can come back to me anytime they want. This person still has their foot in the door. I didn't get past them.
Yeah.
And you trying to get over this by default, and you're going to see it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. We so badly, man, sometimes we are in relationships and we want it to work so bad. We just be like, man, if you could just be wrong about this one, Harry, man, I wish you could. I wish I could be not right about some of these situations sometimes. But let me take that back. No, I don't. Because if you don't know, then you don't know. I would be guessing, just like some of us would be guessing. You got it. You have to be at a place where you know what this is. You have to be. Hey, man. Thanks again, Aquarian, for
Yeah.
coming through and doing what you do.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Blessings to you.
You're a strong, beautiful girl. Remember that.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good night, guys.
You
You
too.
too.
And look who just showed up. Look who
Yes.
just showed up.
Oh God! You guys
Hey.
actually try to set up my lighting.
And then she as bad as I am because she come on late and then not even ready. I'm like, wow, man, at least you got
You're
2 months,
You're,
y'all.
you're supposed to see the struggle backstage, Hario. What's up, man?
Right.
Every night with me. What are you talking about? That's every night with me. You see, I spelled children wrong in the title tonight.
I saw that. I'm like, he's rushing. He's rushing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Every single night, man. We trying to figure it out. How you feeling tonight, Breezy? How you feeling in here?
I'm trying to be on time and late at the same time.
Man,
Well, I was actually watching. I didn't want to interrupt, and I saw our sister come on. I was just catching some because and tried to so eloquently slide in at the appropriate time. But it was great to have her and her extensive, like just her talking about like the like real life, real time crisis, and it's pretty powerful to be able to like just hear what she has to say in this difficult season that she's in, and so many of us can relate to, and some of us can't relate to yet, but can glean from it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, and that's why I brought her back in because there are questions, and because you don't know what a day will bring
Yeah.
in this world we live in. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you just do not know, and we don't understand that. You know, one day, guys, we're gonna all be in that same boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day you're gonna be in that boat where you looking over there and you're like, wow, how
Yeah.
did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel about that?
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
Tough.
mm.
I don't know. It's tough to say. I think so many of us might be surprised with what we would think we would do, and then given it to situation and like up close and personal, and be surprised. Because I know maybe not the same situation, but where I have predicted or thought I would respond a certain way and respond completely opposite to what I thought I would respond, the way I thought I would respond. So it's a journey, man. And some of us are like even in shock at how we are reacting to things in real time. Some of us think we're healed, we're not healed.
That's true.
You know,
It's always a daily trigger that lets you know that you're not as healed as you think you are.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, it that is something that it's a struggle. It definitely is a struggle, and I think that everybody we're in this learning process together, and my thing is I'm just following the spirit. I'm following the spirit that's saying this is right. This is what I told you to do that you didn't do, that you didn't follow
Mm-hmm.
when I told you. Okay. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And, I don't have a secret genie somewhere. I'm just looking at what's right in front of me. It's been in front of me the whole time. I just wasn't looking at it. That's all. These people, when I'm talking about these people, I'm talking about what they're doing, what they're showing us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it is. They're showing us the pain. The pain. If you were dealing with a narcissist and they brought you excruciating pain,
Mm-hmm.
you what's inside them. That's all. The
Oh, that's a great
jealousy,
point.
the envy, that's what's inside them.
Mm-hmm.
All they're giving you. It's just I'm looking at it I'm looking at it like I'm watching Animal Planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at Narcs. Like we watching Animal Planet. Like I studied this behavior, and this is where that came from. You know. Hey, shout out Deb. Mwah. Thanks for shouting out the book, the session with her. Yo, it's your turn to win. She said, "Yeah, first. The book says you first must go no contact with them everywhere." Sig Thumb. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat. Sig Thumb said, I feel like everyone is a narc now. I'm all alone. You're not alone.
Oh,
You're not alone. It
well,
happens.
I always listen. It is honestly like we can have it either that we're ignorant to all of this and we're rocking with narcs and we don't know it, or we can accept the gift that we've been chosen to confront these dark entities face to face because God knew what He deposited into each and every one of us
Come
to
on.
tear that demon down out and basically stop whatever curse was trying to come upon us. It's
Mm,
not easy, but a curse was trying to enter into your life. And that's why I say it count it all blessed if you've been ghosted, discarded, blocked by a narcissist. Some of you have not even come into the realization of the depth of who you encountered. But I'm telling you, man, this week I've been in total reflection mode and gratitude. I mean, I have gratitude every day, but
mm,
this week it was like another level, man. Because I
yeah.
was like, man, you guys, like, it's like we really went to war and we're going to war, but we're winning the battle. There's nothing more rewarding than walking in fear and confronting it.
Ooh, now that's powerful.
Because many people are walking in fear and run and hide and
Hey,
and never and never get to conquer enough to get to the other side.
come
But
on.
when it's not about not being afraid, because many of us are going to deal with the fear, but you've got to confront the fear. And I'm telling you, man, there's a peace, there's a reward, there is a fulfillment that takes place.
Mm-hmm.
And so even for our sister that was online before, like my sister, if you're still online, you've got to find that God moment, that revelation, that thing that's going to carry you through your morning and carry you into greatness. And she said something earlier. She said something about I'm mourning the years of what I could have been.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And
That-
I can relate to that because you sit there and you're like, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, you're like, but understand this, there's no mistakes in God.
come
And
on.
He says, all things work together for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So, guess what? Don't give up because there is something powerful that's necessary, okay? Or else it wouldn't have happened. I know that sounds messed up for some of you that are still in the healing process, but I'm going to tell you as a living witness, I'm telling you, I would not. I love who I am today more than I was when I was in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I love me
Mm-hmm.
for standing up for me. I love me for facing almost everything. See, when you're with a narcissist, I know I'm going on for a second, but you're facing every childhood fear and trauma because that narcissist embodies all the trauma, conscious and unconscious, because that's what the enemy sent your way. And so when you go no contact, you go no contact with not just the narcissist, but every form of abuse that tried to take you out from that point until then.
That's right.
So that's why it has a grip on you. But when you get free, oh my gosh, I think all of us can testify to that and still continue in the journey. It is like the most liberating thing. And I just want that. That is my prayer, that someone would experience liberty, because that's what it's about. It's about your freedom. And I'm excited for everyone's healing on this channel, because I know if they're here, that healing is the reward.
You know, I'm glad you went back through that, because that was something I wanted to address earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She spoke about him being her first.
Mm.
She literally did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Went through with everything. She's like, okay, this is my first. Dude, no. And she's showing that I'm already pre-programmed. My mind is pre-programmed to be with you.
Mm.
You're all I know. My mind is pre-programmed to be with you. Unfortunately, she picked the devil. That was it. And many of us, most of us, if not all of us, the first time out, pick one. We pick one, because like we were talking about this Wednesday night, and I said, man, do y'all know that there was a time when both people were virgins when they got married? They were 17 or 18.
Hmm.
Now that's way back. That might have been back in the 50s and the 40s or something. Okay. But we always make reference to grandma and them and how they stayed together for 50, 60, 70, 80 years.
Yeah.
This new stuff, it ain't working. We listen, we done remix this new thing. Forwards, backwards, sideways, upside. We doing loops and donuts and everything else. And we are proving it don't work. You can remix it any way you want to. It don't work. And it's not going to work. It's
Mm.
possible for this new thing to work. It's not even possible.
You know I'm about to get in on that, right?
Get in there.
You know what? And that's why, I sent you my stuff. I said, when you said we reference back to grandma and them, and that's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they taught us struggle love, because they teach you to stay in a loveless marriage, a cheating marriage, a marriage full of lies. And they say we have not been together this long for 50 years because it was peaches and cream. So when we reference back to our elders, we're going off what they tolerated. And that's what keep us in these situations. And that's why I think today is why dating is like it is, because if y'all haven't noticed, Gen Z and Gen X is into it. These younger girls we're prettier than y'all. Don't wear your hair like this. Don't do that. Why you guys fight for us to work? We don't want to work. Work is hard. It's like they always have something to say about us. And I think this is a rebellion against what we were taught. And I think it's good for the future, because it's going to create balance in dating.
Ooh, you went deep. I'm gonna go right there with you too. I think that the new generation. Hold up, let me. Queen LYS. Thanks for the super chat. I think that this new generation of people, are here, and they are watching the mistakes that we have made. They're watching, because children are sponges. They just picking up what everybody before them did, and the children come out and they're looking at how we did it. But I think everything right now is based on the premise of control. Everything in this world right now is based on control. The rebellion in the house is based on control. Who gonna run the house? And in the way it's set up, it's impossible for you to have a successful relationship. And that's why every house that doesn't have two people in submission, every house that doesn't have two people that are working and playing their role, every house that is walking around here talking this new stuff has failed already. You don't have a chance. If you talking this, okay, well, we're gonna share this responsibility. We're gonna do this another way. We're gonna meet each other 50-50. No, you don't have a chance at a relationship thinking like that. Because, how you gonna, if you only putting half of yourself into it, you surely are not gonna get 100% results from it. But on top of that, every man on this planet has a role in a relationship and in a family. Every man, every woman has a role in her home and in her relationship.
Yeah.
And anybody that crosses the threshold of that home that is out of order, that didn't go in that house to play your role, that has a problem with your role, anybody, if you a man and you don't feel like you should be the sole provider, you just walked across the threshold out of order. If you a woman and you don't think that just because I'm the woman, I shouldn't cook or clean, I shouldn't, man, I shouldn't be the nurturer here, man, you out of order. Your house is going to fall, period. And we just making a mockery of the way order was set up. It was already set up perfectly. And nah, baby, we gonna make a decision together. How does one do that? When you go to work every day, do you say, hey, let me talk to the owner of the company. Hey, I think we need to make these decisions together. No, you don't. You shut up and you go do your job and hope you can keep your job. Yes, indeed, we do. Yes, indeed. You don't go to your boss and you don't go to the owner of the company, the head of the one who's going to take care of you, making sure payday and payroll is done. Nah, I'm not going to him saying what I'm not going to do. Renegotiate. Look, I'm renegotiating this, Joe. Either you're going to do it my way or else. Or what? Or else what? You quit? You out? All right. Hey, we need y'all to, help him get out the building right now. We got somebody else already in that spot. But when we setting ourselves up for failure when you walk into a situation and you're not ready to play your position. And it's too many content creators out here at this point that now they saying it. They saying you ain't got no other choice but to be the man if you a man or be the woman if you a woman. Okay, you are not going to be both. I cannot produce a child by myself. I cannot have a child, and I ain't going to try to have no child. Okay? I'm not even trying to do nothing that the woman is supposed to do. I'm focused, laser focused on trying to do all that the man is supposed to do. And that's it.
See, but
I know you.
Yeah, you know it. You know I'm coming.
Yeah.
See, but a woman like me at my age where, I'm doing this for myself. I've had the family. I've had the kids. I have the cars. I have the husband. And that failed. And now I'm at the point where I'm doing this alone. A man don't have nothing to offer me other than sex.
Whoa.
And,
out of order. You walk across the threshold out of order. Threshold out of order. First of all, a man offers protection to a woman. A man is the covering of a woman. A man is what it. A man is the one that makes the woman valuable and sacred. Okay, when you in the presence of a man, that's his job. A man's role is I can come in here like I am today. I got on a gym shirt. I just got finished working out. You can see my armpit stains. That's what it is. But guess what? I got two beautiful women in here that make me look good. You dig? Because that's what you do for your man. Because the woman is respected. See, if I got two of these little garden tools on here that's just starting it out, then ain't nobody respecting this. But I got some people in here with some class, some dignity, some respect. So when you see them, you recognize them. The woman is recognized. She's recognized. Beauty is recognized as it's something that everybody gonna stop and we're gonna hold some respect for. Because now we want to see what they talking about. And oh my God, they talking about God? Whoa, hold up. So it's a different look. But every woman doesn't use herself like that. Lots of females use their beauty to just seduce and literally takes her value and turns herself into a garden tool.
Yeah.
I'm simply saying, as far as what we bring each other, see, that's why we having so much difficulty getting together and staying together, because we looking at each other, like, do I really need you? And I ain't gonna lie to you. I look at it like that sometimes, right? Like, man, good gracious, man, I love chilling. I love just chilling. I love doing what I want to do. I do. But I realize, when you have a woman beside you, though, when you got a woman beside you, listen, you in life, every successful man, every man who has achieved success has had a woman with him. Okay? He has had a woman with him. Every man. And that's our goal as men. That is not a flex to sit back and just say, I got all this money and all I'm doing is running women. That is not a flex to men. Men judge each other based on the woman that another man got. That's how you look at him and respect him, based on his woman and what kind of family environment that he has with that woman. That's what we look at with one another. That's how we judge one another. It's not just solely based on how much money you can go out here and make. No. It's based on what are you able to produce? If you got a woman that's solid, because you can have a billionaire in the room, right? And he's over here with a bunch of thoughts, right? Ain't nobody, people just saying, okay, he just having fun. But he don't have no family with them. He ain't getting no real respect with none of them. As a man, I know y'all might think that we just have this one-track mind, and we see when women get on the internet and they naked. Yeah, we see all of that. Yes. Y'all know your body to a man. If we could resist your body, trust me, we would. And none of us would be reproducing. Okay, it would be completely over at that point. We cannot. It was created that way. You was created so that we could not resist you. But what kind of female goes online and just shows everybody everything? That ain't nobody. That ain't a woman that a man can brag that he has. That's a woman with no value. That's not a virtuous woman. The best thing a man ever got. Listen, the Bible tells us, a man that finds a wife. Y'all see, and it says it's so plain. A man that finds a wife. Good God Almighty. I could bring men on this show just to say, man, if I could find a wife, please, I would just. That's all they looking for. Yeah, we sometimes make wrong picks. Come on. I ain't about saying finger. Sometimes we picking with our mind. We're not picking with what God is telling us. But
See, but that's the thing. When people like me choose to be single,
Mhm.
the internet dog us because that's what we want. It is not written that we have to be married. It's a good thing, but we don't have to be. And so if I choose, that's why I hadn't had sex for a long, 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 long time. Because, like I said, that at this point, that's all a man has to offer. And so I'm doing everything for myself. I can't find a man that has more to offer because they're either in there hurting in this chat
There's some
or
good,
healing.
there's some
And
good
so they're not out there.
there's some good men out here. And I'm gonna say, just like I told you the other day, it's not only is some good men out here, but are you checking for the good men? Are you checking for the dude behind the register in the grocery store, in the hardware store, the construction guy, the mailman, the policeman? Are y'all checking for? Because most women aren't checking for the nice guy, the good guy, the guy who want to start a family. Most women are not checking for those guys. Most women are thinking, I want, and it's the same thing. I want a guy that's taller than me. I want a guy that's stronger than me. I want a guy that makes more money than me. And then we already know that they looking for a devil. They looking for a man that's over 6 feet, makes six figures, got a six pack, 666, right? Everybody looking for the same thing. Now, when you find a guy that's over 6 feet that make his money, come on, and he good looking too. What makes you think he just gonna slow that down for you? I mean, real talk. When he got 100+ opportunity, you go if he on a dating site and he show a six pack, every woman on the dating site gonna swipe right on him.
Not
Every
every-
last one of them. He just go, and I'm saying it's been guys that have done videos on this who have proven, fellas, y'all want to win on dating sites? Man, go in there and just take a picture of your stomach. You got to get you a six pack and go on a dating site, take a picture of your stomach, get your body tight, and before by the time you log in and post your first picture, it won't take you 30 minutes to have 200 women, bloodthirsty women in there at you. So everybody's checking for the guy who is doing all of this work, right? But nobody's checking for the guy over here who really want a wife. He just doesn't make as much money.
That's
He
not
does he's not
true.
in the gym like this other dude.
That's not true. I've tried that and I told you about the McDonald's guys. Some of these guys are just so arrogant that they feel like we have this thing out here where everybody wants to be the prize. Everybody wants to be competed for, and men are in a feminine energy right now. Not all men. I'm not going to put everybody in the box. And I saw someone in the chat, I think it's Tommy C said, I pass short good men every day or something, or saying it's good men out there. I know you guys are out there, but you guys are in this chat looking for healing. You're hurting. And I'm not completely where I need to be in my life. So for me to even come at any of you in this chat, that would be reckless of me. Because I know I can't give you the version of me that you deserve. So I'm not gonna offer myself up to no one like that.
Pat the Char, thanks for the super chat. She said, but these men think they the prize. Okay, listen, we again see how these vices have been put out here to keep us divided. Why do somebody got to be the prize? Now, men, we the prize. We the prize. Okay, y'all want the guy who make the money. Y'all want him to be tall. Y'all want him to be dark, and y'all want him to be handsome. Okay, y'all want his teeth straight. Y'all want him to make six figures. Y'all want him to have a six pack. Y'all want him to have his whole life together. Again, every woman has created that illusion in every other woman's mind that this is how you win, girl. Get this guy, and then when you get that guy's married. That guy lives with his woman. And he is doing the same thing with 20 other women. Y'all can't pass enough of them around. It ain't enough of them to go around. It's not. And everybody thinks they deserve the top of the top of the top. And none of us are willing to be honest. Let me take that back. Not none of us, but lots of us aren't willing to just look at what we really are bringing to the table, the person that we really bring into the table, and say, you know what? Let me give this a try over here. And no, it's not going to just be easy. I'm gonna just go tap the guy at the register on his shoulder and be like, hey, you want to go out tonight? No, I'm not saying that. It's still going to be work because it's supposed to be work. That's a part of your achievement when you have done the work. When you go out there and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to smile at a guy today. I'm going to flirt with this guy today. Women don't flirt no more. That's what men are saying. Men are saying women don't flirt no more. They don't smile at you. Everybody got these cold, hard looks at each other. And then, good knows, social media got us attacking each other every single day. Every day you see nothing but videos about, no, the man is the prize. No, the woman is the prize. No, I got the bag. No, you got the bag. And all of the stuff is around material. It's all material. Ain't none of it about real love, though.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't want to leave this planet and not be able to say somebody, I would at least found one person that I can say this person really loved me. Even if it was just for 5 minutes, 2 days, whatever. You just want to know what that feeling is. I was really in love right here. This was real. It wasn't that old make pretend stuff. Even if you were the one that messes it up. I'm saying, I think that all of us want to feel that, but we go about it, and we go about it in a way where we're talking to somebody, and everything starts to take that left turn, because when it starts to become complex and it's no longer clear, we still trying to work it out because it felt good for a minute. So I want to get back to that feel good part. And instead, we should be walking away from that. Oh man, this ain't clear no more. You told me something, but I saw that what you told me isn't true. And if for that reason, I'm out. And for that reason, I'm backing away. Not nothing. Nothing to be all emotional about. But when it doesn't, when it's not working out, when it's not smooth anymore, no. And I'm not saying being petty, but like somebody got to walk perfect and they can't burp while we eating. Nothing crazy. I'm saying that when you're in a situation with a good person, I promise, I guarantee you, a good person gonna do everything they can do to make you comfortable in every situation. They gonna tell you what you wanted to know. No, 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 baby. No, no. You thought that you thought I wasn't, that I missed your call. No, listen, I was actually trying to call you, and let me show you. Let me show you. Because I don't want you to feel no type of way. Because I would have been thinking this too. And they're going to talk to you and help you see the totality of whatever picture that was. Because what neither person wants to do is, neither one of us wants to break trust. When you're dealing with somebody that's solid, they solid, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They solid. The moment somebody isn't solid anymore, then okay, baby, this ain't solid. This ain't making sense no more. Because it gotta make sense. At the end of the day, that's the last thing that you gotta put on your list. Just like, hey, baby, this has to make sense. I'm doing it. I mean, I'm gonna try it, but it has to make sense too. Okay? It can't just feel good. It can't just look good. It has to make sense. And we'll stay in some mess that don't make no sense. That's what we mad about. What we dealt with from the narc. Like, how in the world am I still doing this? Because it's not making sense. Mm-mm.
You know, it's crazy because I feel like we live in a world right now where nobody knows what true intimacy looks like.
Talk to me.
And you know, I say it's like into me see, right?
Ooh,
So
wait.
yeah, into me see.
See me.
And nobody wants to be vulnerable enough because of the trauma. And so you have two people who are emotionally underdeveloped coming together, becoming one, and then at war with each other because they're at war with themselves.
Come on.
You know, and so
Good
when
gracious.
you put like all of these things are going to crumble away. Nobody comes together because of common values anymore. We don't know what that is.
Whoa.
You know,
Whoa. Whoa. Don't just slide past common values. Common values, good people. Meaning we value the same thing. We value. Okay?
mhm.
That's big. I value trust. You value trust.
Exactly.
How are we gonna mess that up? Go
Well,
ahead.
well, this is the thing, right? So we sit there and we look at the superficial things, and obviously, I mean, we're human beings. At some point, like that does enter into us, you know. But
Mm.
when it becomes the primary thing, and then you wonder why you're not fulfilled, we've also lost our spiritual connection to a moral code, if you will, and so we do what's right in our own eyes. We don't do what's right by principle. We do what makes us feel good. And how can two people, the Bible says it like this: how can two people walk together unless they agree? What you have
Come on.
is two people, one person is walking this way because they have a certain way of thinking. One person's walking this way, but because you look good, because you make money, are you kidding me?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you guys, like, if God is not the center, put this way, I've always said this, and I've always was something I thought about for many years. People put relationships as their God. Do you hear
Whoa.
what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Look
Whoa.
how much we talk about relationships, and you're creating your own God in the form of a man. I want him to look like this. I want him to talk like this. I want him to have like this. I'm going to create
Come on.
something out of my imagination, not out of reality. And I'm going to try to live in reality with this fake person. And when the person becomes a real person now, you want to give them a bill of divorcement.
Good
The
gracious.
difference back then is like then, and I agree with China to some point. Some people just went through the trauma for 50 years, right? At the same time, like my parents have been married for 60 years, happily, okay? And I've seen cancer, I've seen illnesses, I've seen all of these things, and yet they're still together, elderly at 88 and 89 years old right now as we speak. And I'm telling you, thank God that he's allowed me to see that, because my perception of marriage is more than just, oh, guys, like I have a cute guy, isn't he sweet? He makes 6 figures and we drive a nice car. I've been there, done that.
Right.
Who freaking cares?
Right.
Who freaking cares about bricks and motor vehicles? Who freaking cares? I can get my own car. Again, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody, for God to bless a union.
Come on.
Where we walk in purpose and we're fulfilled because we're living righteously in a wicked world, raising up children who can now pass that legacy on to their children. Who freaking cares, man? I've seen people go bankrupt, go broke. I've had how many cars? I've had no car. I've lived in basement apartments. I've lived in mansions. I've gone to private. Like I had everything. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, nothing fulfilled me, number one, except for God.
Come on.
And two, because of that, everything I'm telling you guys, when all the brokenness was there that I had to fight through, I had to exude righteousness to bring righteousness into my life. I don't care what you look like. Someone might see me and think I'm like, no, God, I can't tell you how many. I don't think it's ever happened. I've never been disrespected other than by the narcissist. And that's only because I was married. and I honored my vows. But let
See,
me tell you something. When you have standards and you put it out there from jump, you don't
Yeah.
have to tell somebody what they do. This is my standard. Are you a provider? Do you want a monogamous relationship?
say
The
that.
minute you stutter, deuces.
Whoa, whoa, hold it. Woman in purpose here. Hold it. She just said, she just said the magic word that every woman should be saying. Whoa, 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 whoa. First thing you're gonna get is a monogamous woman. Cause I don't know, the last time y'all check, ladies, we can do a poll with the fellas. It ain't too much of that out there.
Oh no.
I would be, if I was a female, I would be ringing the alarm. Hey, monogamous woman, monogamous.
Oh my gosh, Haria, I just said to somebody today, I'm like, why are women looking for, trying to put themselves out there looking for men? I have never in my 40 odd years, yes, 40 odd years, you don't need, if you stand out, and this is for men too. In a wicked world, you know what stands out? Righteousness.
Come on.
Yes, it does.
What kind
Say
of
that.
woman is this who's not out here shaking it like it's hot out in these? Why does she's so beautiful, but she's so graceful?
Say
Or
that.
this man, he could be out here doing this, but he wants a family and wants to build a legacy.
Come on.
You want, like, it makes, to me, I don't know if God just opened up my eyes. I'm like, I don't understand. And I'm raising up 2 young ladies right now. And I believe that are doing a wonderful job because I'm grooming into, as smart as they are, as educated as boss as they are. I'm like, one day you're going to be a wife or a mother.
Yeah.
Come on.
You have to present yourself. I don't have these conversations with my daughters at 21. I have these conversations with them when they're 6, 7, 8, you're 9 years old.
Come on, because everybody,
teaching them how, one of my daughters is, a straight A student, and this is all through narcissism, guys, is a straight A student, right? Yeah, we got our problems there, but guess what? She knows how to carry herself as a lady. She has to learn certain things, yes, but my little one, she's a woman before she's anything else.
Stop it. Stop right there. Stop it right there. Did y'all hear that? There's an assumption that every woman thinks like that. And that's the biggest lie that has been told in society. Women are not being taught you a woman first. Women aren't being taught that. Women have been pushed into leadership. How you gonna be a leader and want somebody to lead you?
Well, this is the thing. When we hear that right now, I believe many women would be even triggered by that because society has said to us that woman is less than. Woman is not less than. Woman has a distinct position, just as a man has a distinct position.
That's right.
It doesn't mean that because I'm the mother of my children, but I have to respect my children. I have an authority, I have a position, but I'm not better than them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have men that have said that I am better than the woman. That's the wrong concept. You're not. We are without, we exist without one another.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa. And we here to destroy that mindset of anybody that thinks that. See, when and that's how the devil comes in with that lie. Oh no, I'm better than you. I'm the catch. I'm the prize. What? You mean you're the prize?
The Bible says it like this, and let's get to the word of God. The Bible says the woman is the glory of a man.
See, at least you went away for a minute. You went out. You had to go and pause for a second. Did I not just say that to y'all?
Well, that's what I'm bringing that the
say that.
I'm repping for my man. And not only am I repping for my man, I'm repping for my future husband. See, this is the thing. You're a wife before you're a wife, okay? If you believe you're a wife, you carry yourself as a wife so that your husband will recognize you as a wife. And so I teach how do you conduct yourself? How do you speak? How that doesn't mean to dim down your light, because as you can see, I would like to think that you would see me as a strong woman. I absolutely are. I see myself as such. And my other half would see me as just as that. And they are supporting that. They are nurturing that. And because of that, I can submit to that.
See, I'm gonna give y'all a superficial version of what I was saying earlier. To a man, like I said, I could just be coming out the gym or just coming off the back of this trash truck, working all day. But I'm gonna put this when I get back to the office. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna put this Rolex on. I'm gonna jump in this Rolls Royce. See, that's my woman. This Rolls Royce, this Rolex, that's my woman. See, as long as I got that, everybody gonna respect me at that point. They ain't looking at me. They not looking at me like I'm the trash man no more. They looking at me like you the man, because that's what having a virtuous woman does for you. See, that's why a devil wants to be, a narcissist wants to be with an empath, because they want to look like I'm a companion. I'm somebody. Actually, I'm to be respected. See, that's what having a good woman, a virtuous woman does for a man. It make you look like you solid, because that woman she's going to be the first teacher to your children, which is your next generation. This is your future. See, we done got so caught up in the superficial. You talking about a tree that makes paper that they print money on. We sit here thinking like that is life. That ain't nothing. That is nothingness. Well, I ain't gonna say a tree ain't nothing, because we need them trees because it help us breathe. But what they do with the tree, that is nowhere near that stuff gonna change over time. Money gonna change over time. Your future. See, we got this impression that we just here to live, laugh, love, have fun. That ain't all we here to do, y'all. We gotta make it another generation. There's a generation behind us that we gotta prepare to live forever. Your name, when you get together with a woman, y'all practicing, or you're in the practice of creation, so that you both can live forever, because they're creating generation after generation. And we just don't turn that to a porno. That's what we have reduced ourselves to. A porno. Oh, they ain't nothing but $40.
Let me see this. Somebody said that a monogamous relationship is pretty much non-existent. You know why it's that way? Because you have a lot of hurt people out here hurting people. And I've heard, this is what I've learned, because somebody has been hurt by somebody else, they figure all women aren't ish. And then you have people coming up under people that's dogging women and say all women ain't ish. And so that's why they deciding, to treat women like this. And this probably vice versa on the male side. I can't speak for that side because I don't know. But this is what we're dealing with. And what we don't understand, we are far few in between. We are a rare breed. And so that's why we can't find each other. We can't find good relationships. We run into all these toxic people before we touch down with one of our own and can be happy. And by then we're giving up. And that's why I'm to that point where I'm done looking. I'm tired of trying because it's not working for me. I'm not wasting no more of my years trying to see where something is going to go. I've done that. I've been in 2 marriages.
You're doing the work. You're doing the work now. You're doing the work right now that's going to pay off what you're looking for. All you got to do is keep doing the work. As long as you're working on you, as long as you're doing the work to make yourself the best opportunity that any man within his right mind would want. The same way men have to, that's the job of a man, to create the best opportunity. I want to be the best opportunity that this woman could possibly see or deal with. And that's what I'm going to be. And that's what's going to attract her to me. It's that way on both sides. Okay, we just in a world with that devil told us. He told God, man, I'm coming to wreck shop. I'm coming for all of them. I'm coming in the straight path. On the sides, I'm coming through the back door, the front door, the top door, the bottom door. He's coming from all angles. But we gotta be able to resist, and that's why we don't choose each other, because we not resisting this devil. We like, man, that thing right there look good. It might not be good, but it look good. And that's why everything is just solely based on what somebody look like.
And I don't completely go by that. I mean, looks is not everything to me. I've walked away from somebody who looked good. That doesn't matter. If you're rotten in the inside, how you look on the outside has no bearing on me. And so I don't, I would walk away quick because my peace is more important than a piece of ass. So, you know, I'm not, that's just not me. But
I feel you. I feel you.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of us, if we just again, you know, I'm the Jesus girl, okay? So I always say this, okay? When you're so busy looking, it's like when you're looking, it don't come. It's always when you're focused on what you're supposed to be focusing, which is you, your healing, your giftings, your talents, like. I'm telling you guys, and that just doesn't go for relationships. That could go for job opportunities. That could be like you know, divine connections. And all of a sudden, because again, remember what I said before, we've made this relationship status thing a God. We have said, I got to marry somebody with money, but God is your provider. I've got to, you know, connect with somebody who's aligned with this. No. You got to connect with the King of Kings because he will reveal your purpose. And then it's like, when you're so caught up in that and the energy you exude with that and the confidence and the self-love, it just shines. And that you not to say that it won't attract potential narcs because they see the light too, but because you're so connected with who you are and who God is, you can now, you're in the boss seat that you've been waiting for. You get to say, nah, this one ain't the authentic real deal because I've been authenticated by God now.
Come on.
I'm the real deal. I don't hide behind masks. I say what it is. I get what I want. I talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? I talk in truth. I don't talk in word salad and play mind games. It's shut down. So now the truth rises to the top. The right people aren't shook by that because they're straight up too. Real recognize real. And then all of a sudden your circle starts to change. You might be living in the same city with the same narcs, the same flying monkeys, but now you start to draw one by one the right people that will defend you when you're not even around, people that will rock with you and open doors with you. And I know it seems like the world wants you to think that everyone's evil, but guess what, guys? It's like we said it last week. We're online right now. Hello. China's on, like we're here. We have come together because like-mindedness drew us here.
It's the energy.
Exactly.
Energy. That's right.
So guess what? Every time you quench that energy, you're quenching the opportunity of light and harmony and peace and all these things to come into your life. So don't focus on God so that you'll choose what he's chosen for you. The person that is for you could be someone that you would have never looked at before. You would have never talked to because your energy, your vision, your perception was different. You were focused on the wrong thing. But when you focus on God qualities, you're around somebody, you're like, hey, I feel safe around this person. And I feel safe consistently, not just one day and the next day and the mix up. 1 minute they're amazing, the next minute they're vicious. There's a consistency, there's a peace. It's not chaotic. And the reality is some of us are so caught up in the chaos. We want chaos. You want to know why some of you have 5 narcissists after another? Now there's something in you that can't right? You can't receive the stability. You might think you're addicted to the narc, but you're addicted to the lifestyle that comes with the narc.
Come on.
So sometimes you got to check yourself. I remember I didn't even know I'm so busy. You see how I am. I'm hype. I'm hyper. I'm moving all around. And I've come into a place where I'm like, no, 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 no. I got to learn how to be calm and at peace and ride that wave, because I believe that the things of God bring peace into our lives. And we live in a very busy, chaotic world that we start to
Yeah.
think that that's what it's about, the hustle and bustle. But it's like,
Mhm.
what is it like when you take away all the glitz and the glam and you're sitting with you or you and this person?
Mhm.
Can you connect without having all these distraction and all this glitz and glam and fine dining and all the things that make us go woo? So this is a journey. I mean, I could go on, but this is really a journey, and it starts with how real you want to get with it.
Hey,
Can I jump
now,
subjects here?
hold up. Let me get the super chats out the way real quick, and,
Okay.
we're gonna jump it. Lawless said most women are chasing 20% of the same men. Hey,
That's
Lawless is
true.
thinking more like 10%. Honestly, bro. Honestly, he went on to say women like mystery. Good men are easy to read. Easy to read. We dull. We dull. We're boring.
Simple, simple.
Boring. It happens. Sharp. Thanks for the super chat, Sharp. Sharp said, "Hey, yo, dude had a good thing. Dude had a loyal, dedicated, God-fearing woman. There are a lot of people doing wrong to the best thing they will ever have. He gonna forever miss. That's why you gotta shut it down, chop it, shut it down. When they don't see what they had. See, the worst thing that you could do, being a good man or a good woman, the worst thing you could do is keep letting the same person that did not appreciate your gift, that keep letting them enjoy the gift, access the gift. See, when they have no access to the gift, they recognize everything that that gift was.
Yeah. Shalon asked me, did I spill the tea? No, I didn't, because um, the subject had changed when Harry O had called me. So that's why I haven't got around to doing this. But I'm going to say this, that they definitely see your light, and they when they looking for people, they're looking for your traits, and they are constantly comparing you from day one to what they have. And that's when they decide to discard you and leave you for that person, because they think they found that person that checked all these boxes off. And that's
Mm,
how they get caught up with other people that's like them, because they know the game too. But they are in love with your traits, not with you.
say
And
it
it's
like
not so much what you can do. They use, because they know your traits is going to get them. Like if they have a goal in life, you're going to help them get there.
mm. How many of y'all can? Now we ain't gonna go down that road tonight. That's everybody in here. You gonna help them get to their goal.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of your purpose in their life.
Yep.
Hey, Focus for Life. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat. Focus for Life said, "Why do narcs find good people before good people find each other?" I'm gonna say it, and I hope everybody catch what I'm saying here. That shows you the life of a narcissist. They check in every day. See, we caught up in our relationship. We caught up in life. They double, triple, quadruple checking everybody. They get see narcs are out there. They got the female narcs and the male narcs. They giving the eye to everybody everywhere they go. They they everywhere they go. See, the rest of us, we just trying to act normal. Look, I don't want to be in nobody's way. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do too much of that because I don't need no craziness. Narcs are out there. They flirting. They approach people daily. They in people's inboxes all day. All the narc is right now for y'all who still dealing with that craziness. They in somebody inbox right now.
Yeah.
Texting Friday night. Yeah, they doing something in somebody inbox right now.
Right now.
And you know
That's
what? And the reason why they ghost you is because they can't perform sexually with two people. So they are grotesque with you. So they run off and go have sex with that other person. And
mm,
that's why they ghost you, because if you that's why they don't purposely withhold sex all the time to punish you. It's just they simply you can't get them there. And they don't want to have it with you. And so they run off and go do it with that other person. But I'm telling you, they have it lined up like they have a person for everything in their life, whether it's sex, somebody
mhm.
just have fun with. You're just the person that good person, that loyal person. The other people that they're messing around with, they know they're not good people and they're not loyal. They just have other stuff to offer them, like sex, money, and all of that, but they know you loyal. And when they get in trouble or when they need to get on their feet or need something done, you're going to be the one to do it. You're going to make sure that they're straight. And that's your purpose of being in their life. But everybody else is the fun girl, the fun boy.
That's it. That's it. Y'all heard it straight from her. And she was sure enough cooking on that one. They, and also they not as energetic as we think. They don't have the kind of energy. They're not even thinking about pleasing you anyway. And by the time you figure it out, anytime that you guys are intimate, it's just like it is the minimum ever. All right, maybe can you just turn to the side real quick? It is the minimum effort. It is no effort. And this other person, hey, they doing everything. This is all
Yeah.
brand new. It's all brand new. Dave, I got energy. I see you, and you don't see me. That's the main thing I want y'all to keep in mind. Anybody that they're dealing with, they're looking at that person like either you don't know who I am or you know who I am and you don't even care that I'm just trashing you. That's it. You don't and there are people that don't care. They're just like, hey, I just want you to come back home. I don't care what you do. And they look at you like, man, they just look at you like a toilet. All right, I'll be home when I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep.
That's it. They have no value for you.
And
And that's all you're going to be with them.
we think they run because this person is boosting up their ego and telling them, oh, you're an amazing person. This person says sex is attention. And they love it. They love what that person do. He was like, this person does this, does that. There's no limit to that person's body. And they love that attention and that dominance that, they have over that person. So it's always something inside of them. They're always looking for more. It's not you, it's them and what they're looking for. And I'm currently, I love getting in the minds of these people. I purposely place myself in the company of these people because I gotta get in here. And that's all I do. And people, condemn me for being in the presence of these people. But if I don't, then how am I going to come back and tell you anything? How am I going to teach y'all anything?
Yeah.
Jesus was in the presence of sinners.
That's right.
So there's no need to judge me for what I do. Mine is for the greater good, because like I tell these people, the stuff I know, I can use it for bad. But I let them know I know what I know. And I swear to God, these people confess to me and tell me everything. I can get a story from. I can get a whole spiel. That's how I know what I know. And I'm constantly learning. I place myself in the presence of these people just for this purpose. And this stuff is deep, y'all. I got more to add. I just can't add it right now. But I know a lot.
And listen, and not everybody's called to that, but China's called to that clearly. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
I respect it, man, because not everybody is equipped to face certain things. Not everybody's equipped. Everybody has their position, and we just glean from one another. Not everybody's gonna be going up toe to toe with that Goliath, ready to slay them. You know
that's
what I mean? But thank God for those of us who have been called and are obedient to do that, so that they can come and encourage us and teach us along the way.
Because I
So
know how to keep the distance. That's the thing. It's the distance. It's when they can get up on you and learn you is where they can harm you. And I know how to keep that distance. I'm getting very good at this, and I'm learning a lot.
good for you.
hey, that's when the more you know, the more valuable you are, and you share the information.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're doing. That's what we're here to do. We're here to share information. We're here to make each other better. It's not, we're not here to make somebody look like they lost their mind. We're here to simply add improvement where anybody may be lacking because there is nobody that is above reproach.
Yeah.
When the day you find out that you can't learn anything else, that's the day you're saying, I know everything. And usually when the people that know everything don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, well, this was fun for me tonight. Good. This joker here was, boy, y'all been getting lit on Friday night. Y'all turning it up on Friday night in this camp. Cooking with fish grease in here tonight. Well, look at y'all. Before we get to the overflow, we're gonna let the ladies tell y'all something. We're gonna let them take you out of here tonight, cause good gracious, man. I don't know what else y'all gonna add to the conversation tonight, but what's up?
I wrote down my final statement, but this is because I have been so busy. When I drive, I think, and that's how I come up with these phrases and all of this stuff. But I just want to say that they celebrated too soon. They thought that we were done, but we
Wow,
made it.
I like that.
They wrote us off, y'all. They
They
thought that they put the period at the end of that story. They thought our story ended. But you know what? They woke up the beast in us, and now they got to sit back and watch our beast survive in our habitat.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I'm taking that title. As a matter of fact.
You can have it.
The narcissist wrote us off too quick. Good gracious.
What's crazy? I was thinking earlier today, through this whole narcissistic game, like God took me out the pit when I didn't even know I was in the pit. You guys don't understand. I don't think some of us, like, it is a privilege to actually know what you're in. Okay? Because, listen, it's like I'm sitting there and I'm just like, wow, like I was in something. God was taking me out of it, but I didn't even really know the depth of what I was in until I got out.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying, guys? And this is like, we have to understand that, like, God will always pave a way for us, whether we realize it or not.
Can't lose.
The prayer, deliver us from evil. Some of us don't even know the level of evil that's around us, and it's only the grace of God that keeps us covered.
Come on.
We don't know how many times the demon as well said that one today, and God is like, nah, and turns them and detours them in another direction. So I agree, China. Like, they thought they took us out. They had a plan. They strategized. They went to sleep trying to figure it out, pen to paper. But no weapon that is formed against us tonight shall prosper. Okay? So guess what? They can create all the weapons. They can do all the smear campaigns they want. It doesn't matter because we always win. Always. In life, we win. In death, we win. If the narc is here, if the narc ain't here, if it don't matter, we always win. And so tonight, I just want to let somebody know that you absolutely can get all the way free. You absolutely can have abundant life. You absolutely can be dealing with PTSD and still experience the power of God in your life? Are you kidding me? Nothing will separate you from his love. Nothing will separate you from destiny. I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm praying tonight. I don't know what I'm going on the overflow and have no idea what the Lord's going to do. But I believe that somebody needs to get completely fearless in 2024. Soaring in 2024 is what it is.
Yes.
Somebody needs to soar in 2024 and get fearless. Fearless. Look at the Hario, where you at? You sure? No, I'm joking. But no, we gotta get fearless. Hope he comes back. We gotta get fearless because honestly, that is the number one strategy of the devil, is to keep us so intimidated, so stuck in fear that we don't step into freedom. And that's just what it is. And so tonight, I salute all of you that are online. Thank you, Hario, always for having us online with you. It is such a privilege, and it's a great privilege to serve the Huddle, the Demon Slayers, and whoever else is online. Great Friday Night Live. It's just dope.
Come on, man. Y'all just came in here tonight and slayed that dragon. Done dragged this devil took him straight to hell. Right back. Hey, you ain't getting out. You right back in there. First of all, let me just thank everybody that came through tonight. The lovely ladies. Of course, y'all know China and Alicia, but we also had Mr. Crane come through and share her story. It is just an honor and a privilege to be able to hang out with you guys on a weekly basis and just share life with you. It's not just we just had a conversation. See, a conversation is spiritual, because when you ain't talking nothing, you ain't gaining nothing. You just wasted that time. See, we actually got together and we make progress every time we get together. Okay. So, of course, I want to let y'all know, your boy got a new book out. It's your turn to win. Thank everybody that supported it. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. Everybody that puts that incredible energy in this huddle. Y'all don't see, y'all truly are the star of the show.
Yeah.
The huddle. And I think that's where a lot of the jealousy comes in at, guys, because the enemy's watching, they see the results when you come through here.
Yeah.
You see the results. I see the results, so I know that they see the results. Yeah, we fall off, but not for long, and we got the antidote. Like Alicia said earlier, man, you can't lose. You can't even lose. You ain't even know that part. I didn't even know that part. You can't lose. You think you can't win, but the reality is you can't lose.
Yeah.
You walking with God.
Yeah.
Whoa. Was y'all ready for that one? You can't lose. Yeah, we think that, we think we ready for everything we want in life right now. Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm at a place in life where I'm rolling at God's speed.
Yeah.
You hear me? I'm rolling at God's speed, because whenever he decide that's what I need, then that's when I needed it. All right, not a minute before, not a minute after that. This one is happening. I learned how to walk at God's speed. When he got it for me, that's when I'm supposed to have it. Yeah, I might have wanted it a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Look, I needed this back then. No, you didn't. You needed this right now, champ.
Yeah, exactly.
You need it right when he giving it to you, right when he got it to you. Every time. Again, you can't lose. How about that? In a world that done gone totally crazy, this devil ain't trying to do nothing but convince us that it's dark, doom, and gloom. But he wrong. That's when you know that it's what's coming. That's when you know that the good is coming. Because guys, it tells you in the end that we win.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The last thing that you going to know is, look, man, y'all win in the end. Y'all know that's how this story ends, right? Spoiler alert, we win.
Yeah.
And win means you can't lose even if you wanted to. It's already written. We win.
Right.
So take that and think on that. Think on that and think about how you're going to start to spend your life. A lot of us saying, hey man, you know what? I want a spouse. I want a partner. I want a mate. I want somebody to make me feel complete. I want this, I want that. You're gonna have that. It's gonna be your turn. It's gonna be your time. Be ready for it. We
Yeah.
already thinking, I'm ready. Man, I've been ready for 5 years. No, you ain't. No, you're not. And honestly, sometimes we don't need it because we'll mess it up.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll mess a good thing up if we had it.
Yeah.
We mess up the right thing. I know I have please. I know I have before.
Yeah.
You know, just gonna keep it 100 with you. Sometimes we're not ready. Sometimes we're not ready. Sometimes we gotta go through some. And I'm gonna tell you, God know you better than you know yourself. You're just sitting there like, I could give you this, but you're gonna mess it up. And then you'll be over here with this fool for the next 20 years, beating you upside your head, calling you all kind of crazy stuff every day, disrespecting you. And then you calling God again. Lord, please take this thing away from me. Please get me out of this madness. God just want to see us listen. He want to position us in a place where we gonna listen. We gonna do it His way. Let's do it God's way.
Yeah.
Let's do it God's way, man. Whatever these people on the internet, I'm saying, including me. I say something crazy, y'all, man. Listen to what God is telling you. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Sometimes I'm gonna say some stuff I feel. Okay, and it might not be right.
For
Go
sure.
with what God is telling you. Because when you go with that, you cannot go wrong. You can't get it wrong. You can't do the wrong thing. That's that. Take that with y'all. Love your weekend. Love on yourself. Do something incredible. Make a new friend.
Yeah.
Bake a cake. Make a pie. Sew something. Go for a long jog. Go climb a mountain. Go out, go to the game. Do something you like doing. Do something to have some fun, man. Stop making a relationship based around everything you do, everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia just gave y'all the cheat code. Man, it's gonna happen the minute you not even thinking about it.
It's true.
Do
I
you
think
ain't even, whoa, hold up. I done walked up in a relationship, but I thought I was just going to the store.
that's right.
I thought I was just going to the store and boom. Goodness, I don't believe what happened to me, but boy, I'm glad it did. The moment you not even thinking about, you like, man, I was just chilling. And that's how life is, y'all. Take your life seriously. You cannot lose. When your mind is made up, remember the most powerful thing in the universe, made up mind.
Yes, it is.
Made up mind. You cannot defeat a made up mind. But whatever you mind up about, it can't be that you defeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting against yourself. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that you win. Make your mind up that you win. And please just come back and tell us the story. That's all.
Man, we need some testimonies up in here, some love stories.
There it is, y'all.
Let me see.
So listen, I'm working on my interview. I want y'all to inbox questions y'all want me to answer. I'm finally coming out and telling my story. Telling the whole thing, and I want to know what you want to know, what it is, what a TI is. So inbox me, or China made a post in the group. Go to the post in the group, and boom, put it out there. Say, hey, I want you to make sure you ask them this, and make sure you ask them that, and look, it's there's nothing off limits. We're gonna talk about all of it. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty.
Or after this broadcast, put them in the comment section so I can go back through here and write those questions down.
There it is. Well, there we go, y'all. You can bet good money there was going to be a stone cold blast, honey. That's a darn And in pardon, we wish you love, peace, and soul.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Catch Miss Alicia in the overflow, y'all. Yes, indeed. We about to jump in there right now.